Our day out with ALW research team continues to the next location. Another heavy anti-aircraft battery. This location housed the 5.25 inch naval type guns. These were capable of shooting the aircraft, which were now flying above the range of the previous 3.7 inch. Join us as we take a look at this amazing location. Hi there folks, we're at another location, another gun battery, this one being a 5.75 inch, I do believe. Today once again we are joined with Andy from ALW.
Hi.
We're just going to take a look at this site and what we can find. So come along with us and take a look.
Found some horses.
Yeah, we're joined by some horses.
Yeah, they I think they want to be on film, don't they?
They do. And then behind the horses is the generator room to the right, which is the concrete building with the 6 small windows that you can see. To the left, the white building there. The left hand side of that was the guard house, and to the right hand side of that they called it the gun room, but what by that I think it was the small arms magazine.
That would make sense, yeah.
Don't know what they used back then. Vickers MMG, Bren guns. I don't know what the standard issue rifle was. They would have been in there.
I'm not sure, because they'll have had just general rifles, I would have thought, for guard duty and pretty much everything, won't they?
Yep.
So, let's take a look.
Yeah, so dangerous.
Site here too. It's quite a unique site, this one, because each gun battery had its own Nissan hut as well.
Ah, right.
And one of we'll make out some of the Nissan huts when we're going around. We'll point them out to you. I'm on photography and litter holding duties today.
It certainly is.
A bit of a hold on. Not a hold on.
Oh yeah, not pulling that.
It's also a bit
Ankle twister.
Don't make my last then.
Yeah, we've got a Christmas tree here.
That's a bit random.
I think they will have planted that. I think
Yeah.
they planted that and used it. I think there's someone in here over there. we've got here then is the engine room. Each gun pit here had its own engine room. In there was a Meadows generator for electricity.
Yeah.
And then you had a hydraulic engine as well. So for the viewers, that was a little car engine, basically like a 4-cylinder engine driving a hydraulic pump, and that pump then supplied hydraulic power to the gun to actuate it.
Move it around, brilliant.
Down here.
Let's take a look, folks.
Barbed wire and that. I didn't suggest waders here because there's all cut steel and barbed wire.
Yeah, no, that's...
Once you're in there,
Take a look, folks.
dangerous very quickly. So there is a better one of these that we'll look at later, but there's an engine bed down there.
Oh yeah.
And the other engine bed there, and then you can see like the water tanks and stuff. Where the header tank and things would have been.
It would, yeah.
And then there's a big vent there that we'll see in a while.
And I'm presuming through that that gap over there is where the hydraulic pipes went out.
Yes, to the gun pit.
That was quite clear.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Take a picture.
What's the box?
That box there? I think that's the domestic fridge.
Yeah, looking at the back, definitely.
The condenser.
What was on there? If there was a light or something.
I think there was a luminaire on there.
Yeah.
I think one of them over there has still got the light on it.
Oh, cool.
They all had bitumen on top as well. Quite an interesting layer.
Yeah.
Got the old ironwork and that left behind, where they had gates and things.
That's quite impressive to see.
One of these later we'll be able to get in it if it's not flooded.
Brilliant.
The Nissan hut on this one's been demolished, but it would have been
Just
about
just
there. And it wasn't a full size Nissan hut, it was like a 2/3 size.
I know the ones.
Just
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So, I think your viewers will like this.
And this is where the action happened. They're big studs.
These were actually a naval artillery gun that they started using for anti-aircraft defence because the Luftwaffe started flying above 40,000 feet.
These would reach.
These would reach, whereas the 3.7-inch Vickers QF guns, the rounds wouldn't go high enough, so they were just flying above the anti-aircraft artillery.
So this was the answer.
Biggest one.
What's been on the wall? You can see there's some like little things stuck out all the way around.
Yeah, there is, yeah. I'm not sure what that would have been for.
Would they have had some kind of netting down there? Or something maybe to cover it?
Maybe.
Well, I assume they would have had a top cover, shall we say, for maybe daytime.
Yes. I think there is brackets. Maybe on the other ones there's brackets, a bit like what we saw at the other side.
The other side, yeah.
Throw the camel bits on.
I bet that was impressive to see when it was still in place.
I'll have to check, but I think it was a Mark 7 naval artillery gun.
Naval, would that mean it was on ships originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Designed by the Admiralty to be fitted on a ship. Single barreled gun, breech loading. And naval ships by that time had hydraulically actuated guns because they were so big.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they were, you know, by about 1942 the Admiralty had realised that battleships weren't the answer.
Ah,
Small light frigates and aircraft carriers were
more effective.
yes.
Yeah.
So there was a surplus of big guns.
Ah, so that would make sense. I wonder if these guns were ever fired in anger.
They were in the Second World War, and I don't know the entire situation, but these were still manned right up until the end of the Korean War because they were. But I don't know where the offensive would have come from because Korea's a long way away.
It is. They weren't going to fly over here, really, were they?
No.
No.
Yeah, but these were fully active until 1958.
Was it around that time when the Bloodhound missiles came on the scene?
I know Thor came on scene in 58.
I'm just wondering if you know the technology kind of took a step forwards.
Yeah, I don't know when Bloodhound actually came on site. Leave a comment
Yeah, it was just.
if you knew.
On the wood, there's pretty crumbs.
We've got a little gutter type thing round here.
Big problems.
A little bit moist in there to have a mooch round, but
Good word, boys.
I go on private land. I live for this stuff. I mean, it's midges as well.
and is there 4 of these here, or 3?
I think it was 5.
5.
I think it was 5, yeah. I'll have to check on my counting when we go around. Yeah, well, the hydraulic pipes would have run underneath and then inside.
And
there.
come up in there,
So the
yeah.
pipes would have come up in the gun pit. And then I believe that there was also a little trolley system to take the spent shells
Oh,
into the
back
engine
there.
room. I think they went back in there. And these were the ready-use lockers for the new rounds.
Yeah.
Because the gun was massive, it would have been up here.
Well, you'd have loaded it, literally stood on here, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
it stood on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was the loading area.
It does, yeah. It goes down into the engine room, the hydraulic room.
It's quite interesting. There's at least 4 of these here. There's either 4 or 5, but they're all in different conditions. So we'll see that.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on. What's that hole in the ground?
There are various services throughout this site. Because this was quite modern for World War II. It was quite a modern site.
This is trying. Wow, I guess teenagers.
At the other site, you mentioned toilets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these, because this was a later site where the ATS were stationed here as well. The ATS were women in the Auxiliary Territorial Service. So, second toilet.
Right.
Ladies and gents. So these are the toilet blocks that were added for the additional females. One toilet block there. And that is the roof off that one.
Yeah, somebody's lifted it
I
off.
think it was like that last time I came here. I'll have to check my footage. Someone's mechanically moved that. You need a telehandler or something to do that.
That won't be light.
No.
So, nothing in the toilet?
And there's the ladies' toilet.
I'm sorry. Which I presume would have been an Elson toilet, will it?
Yeah, I think so.
That was probably the door. That would have been the other one.
Now, this was another modification to the site. The additions were ladies' toilets, and then they put a boiler for the command centre for heating. And this was the boiler house. You can see where the command centre was.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
And after the war, we sort of semi-demolished this to get the boiler out. But yeah, there's I think that was a tank for the water and things like that. That literally is a tank in there.
Oh.
Do you want me to hold the light so you can have both hands on your camera?
That's okay.
You got it?
Yeah. It's basically just you can use a way through.
You might be able to see that inside.
Yeah.
So I think this was the boiler house area here. We'll get in there in a sec. Yeah, we can get in there.
Yeah, we'll go and have a look then.
Have a look in there.
Listen, Philip is already in.
Yeah.
Thoughts. So this is the command bunker.
Yeah, this is the command bunker, yeah. It's a bit puddly, but not.
Yeah, no. Yeah, these are the rooms that we could see in that tank.
Yeah, I was trying to work out where you could see in, but I couldn't really work it out.
I think it's them.
Ah, right, okay.
Because that's on the wall, just to that side of it.
Yeah. Just quite a substantial piece of equipment.
Yeah.
I didn't surrender that.
And then there's a pipe down there.
So I think this would have been like the plant room. But they've gone to the effort of plastering the walls.
Yeah.
The wood looks quite modern.
It does.
Which is into the 50s, which is what we already know.
Does that mean it had a revamp at some point?
They were just more modern than the Second World War ones.
Ah, that would be one of the toilets then.
Remains of an Elson toilet, yeah. Yeah, and then through there, you lead the way.
Yep.
This is a central room in the command bunker.
Oh, this is quite big. Yeah.
Yeah, with about radar in here.
Original doors at the end there. Lots of pipes
It drains.
going out.
Ventilation, I believe.
Still got a window in place then. that? A piece of plastic.
I think these ones may have been for cabling, to route cabling in for the command centre and the radar and the signalling going out to the guns. Because the guns were actually controlled from here,
In here?
not from the gun pits.
Ah.
I think there's something on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be electric. And if you look at the roof, it's almost like an early NCP car park type. You know,
It is, yeah, yeah.
It dates it a little later in the war.
So would this have been the main way in?
Yeah, I believe so. That would have been for, as advancements came along in technology, they could take the old kit out and bring new
kit in, yeah.
through the big doors.
So this definitely was the main room.
Yes.
What we got? Oh, just this side.
Can you shine your torch out like that? It's a nice light, that. Yeah. Yeah, old road con.
Usually the sign of a good night out.
Yeah.
I'll put my camera down. I'll show you that end as well. There's another room down that end.
What wood thing was on here? What wood thing was on here? Like bollards of wood.
There's, oh.
Yeah, when they put wooden dowels into the,
That should be more.
I think it was like all cladded out. So
I think it might have been, yeah. I'm just going to nip out here and have a quick pee.
I'm just going to do a reel for YouTube.
Yeah.
Service. The concrete block construction also had wooden beams in it that have rotted away. You can see here wooden pegs where equipment was fitted to. And then there's a step there all the way around. So this may have had wooden flooring throughout, so the cables could be run underneath gun battery. We'll take a quick look at the guns now.
Yeah, on the other side of these pegs is nails in them.
I wonder if it was boarded out then.
Yeah, if it had a wooden floor, it wouldn't surprise me because warships had false floors in your command rooms.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, people noticed that.
Yeah, the floor on that they did stand.
Floating floor so they can have equipment all the way throughout. And there would have been little sleeper walls. So that would probably be, well, there's all bricks on the floor, there's random bricks. So they were part of the sleeper floor.
They'd have held it out.
And it could quite well be that the wood was removed for either reuse or firewood. Oh yeah.
I'm guessing there was doors on there?
I reckon they would have had doors on, yeah. Yeah.
I guess a bird was quite happy in that corner. Oh, the spiders now.
There's a lot of stalactites.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. Yeah, they're really substantial. They've been there a very, very long time. built up through the years. Quite the old ventilation ducts in there.
Oh yeah.
Thought of intercool some equipment.
Where that was fitted. Because there's vents and things all over the place.
Yeah.
Ah, now I noticed at the bottom there's still some bits of wood stuck upright.
Yeah. Looking at it, this might have all been panelled out.
I'm starting to think that.
It isn't painted, is it? It's just block. So if it's fully panelled out, that would make sense.
I think it was.
Interestingly, outside, if we look at the roof layout of this, it's the same sort of layout as the earlier versions. This is just bigger.
Just bigger, yeah. I suppose with bigger guns as well, it
That shows how much my light makes a difference.
A lot.
It does.
Decent. That light's good.
It cost a bit of money, but it was worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, is it that 100%? If I it bought last animal on the 100%, well, but on a lesser form, like on a lesser brightness,
It's like quite warm.
yeah, well, it actually warms up as well. I'll never spend my hands warmed up.
That's quite deep.
Oh, it's fine.
Like the old Belfast sink there.
I thought it was.
Yeah, remains of one. I don't know what that is.
no idea.
I don't think it's Second World War.
No. Oh, that's interesting. That one's got a mesh on it.
Oh, all makes sense.
And
You
that
don't
one
want
has.
anything getting, do you?
Can you grab your torch in here?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this last room.
I want to get my torch here.
Like it above or below?
Below. Seems to be about light, yeah.
So this being the second command bunker of the day.
I guess there was a door or something here because there's a little gap on this side.
Yeah, door frame.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah, so that's how the door casing is. Yeah, looks like.
I'm guessing there was.
Do we know what these openings were for?
No, I think they're just windows. Or windows, as people say.
My battery.
It's quite deep there. It was over the toe there.
Not got the waders on now, folks.
No. And there's culverts here for pipes or cables.
Oh yes, yeah.
In the floor. Just shows how this was more modern, but from that same era.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Now, you can see where the gal conduit was for the electric.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can still see the imprint of it being there.
Remaining door casing.
Oh, that wood actually looks really good.
Oh, goodness, as well.
It's top end hardwood, it just lasts forever. It's treated and be full of arsenic though if you tried, but if someone tried burning it, smoke like that.
Yeah. Alright, let's make our way out, folks.
Yeah, if you come round here and you see the sort of roof layout, it looks just like a 3.7 inch command centre, just bigger.
I did notice when I was at the other side there, it's got that similar look.
Shit.
That's where we've just been, folks.
Yeah, that layout here.
Yeah. Obviously we couldn't see it at the last place because it was all overgrown.
It was quite up around here. All this is infill. this would have been out.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been little, possibly had searchlights, or they used to have a range direction finding equipment, which the ATS used to operate. Because the women didn't fire the guns, I don't think they were allowed to.
Possibly not, possibly not.
It was the 1940s, they weren't allowed to be fighting forces, but they could be auxiliaries. So they used to operate the range finding equipment here. They also worked on searchlight batteries.
What does HCG stand for?
I think it's Humberside County Council. They're all boundary markers.
They are, aren't they?
I think that's what they are.
Probably, actually, no, that's HCG.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It goes
I
more
think.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is then. It's like a tombstone. Just behind Pip there, telegraph pole.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the other end of the other end of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's looking in a bad way now.
it certainly is. I think somebody's tried to
That.
burn it.
There's the back of
Oh, that's one of those lights.
light fitting.
It is.
Yeah, remains of a light fitting. And there's a window frame.
Yeah. I wonder if they came out of said holes that I just...
Set holes.
Yes. Speaking of holes, there's lots of
Yeah, the little pits.
probably
There was,
services everywhere, weren't
electrical
there?
services all over, yeah. I think these had running water and running drainage as well. Like I mentioned before, there was a 3.7 inch gun battery here. And there's two theories I've got for this rubble over here. Is that it is the 3.7 inch that was dug up and dumped, or this was a central ammo store, because they would have needed a lot of ammunition for the guns. So we've got inset from twisted metal here. So we don't know if this was part of the 3.7 inch sight, or
Oh,
as
that.
you can see,
That's a considerable piece of ironwork. That's had a door on it.
it has.
Oh, yeah.
Round here. Can you remember the bomb stores at RAF Rickall?
Yeah.
There's the similar shaped concrete, you know, where there's the brick and then the concrete ramped down. There's some of that round here, which makes me
That
think
must
it
be
was an
unloading. Yeah.
ammo store.
Yeah.
And over there, we'll look at it in a bit. There's railway ballast, like there was a little railway here.
That would also make sense because those things would have been light, wouldn't they?
Up. Yeah.
That, I'm pretty sure, is a gatepost that had a fence around it.
Yeah. And is that for the bar?
That would, yeah. In fact, I think that is barbed wire on it. So maybe there was some kind of compound.
No, I think there would have been. You would have needed to store the ammunition somewhere, because around the gun is just ready use.
Yeah.
So there would have been a store somewhere.
I would assume part of the daytime duty then was to get it ready for the night time.
Yes, indeed. This is gun battery number 2. Like I said, they're all in different conditions.
Yeah.
Of the
Oh, is this where the Nissan hut would have been?
yeah. So these have quite a unique Nissan hut. But on the other side, you can see the concrete where it was shaped.
Oh yeah, yes.
The Nissan hut, and then here, look.
And you can see
round.
the actual shape of it, yeah.
See what I mean? It's like 2/3 size. This was each one of these had their own crew rooms. And these would be very rare. There's only 6 of these sites in existence. These 6 sites, so to get an intact Nissan hut would be very, very unique.
It would. And that's the actual gun pit itself. With bitumen covered walls.
Might get a good shot from it up there. Or you'll just film me falling back down. Get a good photo. Sorry, I didn't know you were there. Yeah, if you sort of peer in, you'll get a different angle of it.
Oh yeah. See, she's already in there. Well, she'll take a look inside.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a tie. I've been a tie to hold the steel down when it was all setting.
Of course, yeah.
And there's some of the, in fact it was asbestos, look. There's some of the asbestos.
That's a shame it didn't survive, because asbestos doesn't just disappear, does it?
No, this has been mechanically destroyed. Grids have listed this site. Was awarded grade 2 listed status in, I believe, 1984.
Oh, well, at least theoretically there should be no more damage to it.
The destruction should be haunted, yeah.
Yeah.
Should. I think there's electrics left in this one.
There's some pipes and stuff like electrical, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also an empty bird nest. So it's completely empty. It's an old one.
Yeah, they should have blown the nest by now.
Oh, that one's a bit more clear.
Yeah. It's quite deep in there as well.
I just noticed that.
The hole down, it goes down a long way. Which makes me think the other one is just filled with water with leaves on top. Because if you jumped in it, it'd be
Yeah, you could be in for a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moist indeed.
It is.
Yeah, some bits of it.
Under the hinge. Still works.
Yeah, so it was an up and over lid.
Must have been, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some of these here, like Pip says, is the gold conduit. Sure, some of these have actually got the they've got the electrics in.
Oh yes, yes.
That way, and there's a bit more. This goes like, you might not want to go that high because the light's not around it.
Yes, I would say that was at a light at some point then.
Continue the route in here where the gun is.
Yeah, the pipe work, and I think that cutout there was where the pipes came up
Aye.
to the back of the actuator.
Of course, it had to swivel above that point, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rotated above that. And the barrel would have been right up towards, you know, the tops of the trees.
Do we know the barrel length on those?
I don't, but I can find out.
Not small. That is for certain. So yeah, still evidence of the electrics. I wonder if there was a switch on the outside.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Yeah, it would have only been a very low light.
Yeah.
Almost like a glow light, so you could see enough to
Yeah, we should have been there, folks.
get out what they needed to get out. This is the base of one of the guns. And then the ready-use lockers for the ammunition in here. And the gun itself, the hydraulic power, came from underneath you there. See that little doorway there? The pipework ran underneath into the centre of the gun pit there. And then the gun sort of faced up towards the sky.
Just for reference, folks, they are quite big.
Yeah, it's like thumb size.
And they've not been cut off, have they? Somebody did actually unwind the nuts
They've
off those.
undone them and
Yeah.
just blew it, haven't they? Yeah.
Why is it piping? I think I piped something.
Hydraulic reserve, maybe?
Pipe. Hole. Metal thing.
Oh yeah. Either that or we've had a sump pump, will it?
Because of the water.
Well, yeah, if it rained. Yeah, it had a sump pump down there to pump the water away.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Even though it probably run back out of that, out of there. You can see down there, folks. That's where the hydraulic lines will have come in.
I mean, if you too strong if I go down there just so you can get a picture of someone down it, but
Getting out, that's your problem there. But
You also don't know what's actually in the bottom.
oily.
I don't think that is the bottom. I think the bottom is another.
Further down.
Yeah, another foot further
Yeah.
down. That's just backfill.
Do you ever just want like a stone to chuck down just to see how much weight and
Yeah, there's definitely been something mounted round the wall.
They definitely have.
Yeah.
Maybe a skirt. You know, if it had a, because you used to put like, you know, on naval guns, you used to have a skirt going round and stop all the mess getting in.
Because you wouldn't want muck and crap getting in the workings of things.
No.
No, that would make sense.
how cool is
I'd like
it?
a
Because
leather skirt.
it is actually at that level, isn't it? It's
That's in there, you can see some woods going into it. Like on the wall thing, on that little inner part that goes through there.
To carry the hydraulic pipes, to cleat them to it. 'Cause
Why
I think the
wood
pipe,
though?
I think the pipes were in here and they come out here
Yeah.
and then powered the gun.
yeah.
Because unlike the Vickers QF 3.7-inch guns, if the hydraulics failed, they could be manually
Manually wound
things.
round. Yeah.
But these couldn't. These were just too big. These were hydraulic only. Hence why there was a main generator building, and
One.
these all had their own electrical generator as well to power the hydraulic pump.
Yeah, quite an impressive sight.
What's just like the put a thing on it? I can't remember the word. You know,
Oh, like a rendering.
that's it. Yeah.
They've taken a lot of care in this site when it was a part of what it was part of.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I'm sure Americans can take a bit another part.
An amazing sight, folks.
Stones like that, and then coal like that.
Words. On most embankments I've been on.
It looks like trap ballast.
Darker
Back
colours,
out.
there's not full and bouncy.
So it's track ballast, and we've got what
Slag.
looks like slag, combusted coal.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It goes off that way. So I think there used to be a railway here.
How to make a little fire? Nice little fire, that's all.
Somebody's had a fire here.
Where's the sun? Was it not forecast?
Anyway, so we've got another gun pit here, and I think we can get in the engine room in this one.
Let's take a look, folks.
It's not this one, it might be. There is another one we can definitely get in. We'll have a look at it.
Yeah, we'll have a quick look. It's a bit moist, this one.
Yeah. That moves that bit.
There's been a lot of teenagers around here.
Take a look in here, folks.
It does move.
Oh, yeah. So this is another engine and hydraulic room.
For a second I thought there was a massive hole into the ground, but it's just a reflection of the wall.
Yes.
It just makes it look like the massive drop.
The floor level was about 2 foot below the water. That's where the beds for the engines are.
There your pink thing on there. There's a pink thing. No idea
what that is.
No idea.
True Bar Pink Lemonade.
Don't think that's original.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Could be a vape thing, or a lip balm.
Yeah, that will. I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Don't want to put it on my lips.
No, I think it might be a little small vape thing by the looks of it. I don't know if they're on.
So these look like blast doors for the engine room, because the engine room was as important as the gun itself, because no engine room, no gun. So they used to protect it quite well. These blast wall arrangement going in, and then the blast doors.
Yeah.
When it was running, these doors would have been closed, and up there, I'll show you in a minute, there's a natural vent to vent the room.
Wow. I think we want to come outside and do something.
I don't know.
I'd rather get a room. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, if we go around this way, so they pass a lot more railway ballast looking material.
Has to be a reason for it to be here.
So the footings of another Nissan hut.
Oh yeah, so this will be another sort of crew Nissan hut.
And we've got it looks like a little watchtower, but that's actually a vent, and similar to the air conditioning chimney system that they had at RAF Recall.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Block.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah. Just gonna get a shot of that. Been a while. Pardon?
I don't know the impact of the metal at the bottom.
Yeah, they tied the asbestos in the metal to hold it in place, and they concreted round it.
That metal's been on asbestos.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's still trace of asbestos granules in it. Oh, it's my fingers.
The asbestos sheeting was pretty tough. Because the asbestos sheeting is actually concrete, but they put asbestos in it to bond it all together.
Asbestos is like a fibrous makeup, isn't it?
It's a bonding agent.
Yeah. And comes out the ground.
Yeah, it's natural product.
Yeah, it's not man-made.
Funny sniffing.
Oh yeah.
So you can digest it then? Like
Ow.
bits of the stomach. Maybe it'd make your stomach fireproof. Then you can eat really good food.
Random car wheel again.
Oh yeah, Dad.
Oh yes.
Car wheel. We found a car wheel everywhere.
So what have we got today? Ooh.
Looks like
Not sure. It's only a 13-inch rim. Could be an old Ford, but possibly an old Vauxhall.
Still got the valve.
Yes. In fact, the valve with its rubber car has actually lasted better than the rim.
it might be the worst looking type of metal.
Just want to check this engine room and make sure that we can get in.
I guess this is the aesthetic of the Nissan hut.
We've already been in that.
Steel toe cap boots. Yeah, this is the one we can get in.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
This one? Oh, this has been backfilled, has it then, up to there?
Yeah, I think. Yes. I've got my suspicions who did it.
And then become like a spider slash.
Coming in, Eddie.
I am. Let's get in and take a look at this one.
I would use my light, but I'll only have a quick second because it seems like it's about to die. So I'll turn it on. You might get 5-10 seconds and it might go off.
Oh, weird fungus.
Reminds me of being in Dover with
Yeah.
Ian and Chris with climbing down holes like this.
You going next?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I'll just move this piece of glass.
So as you can see, folks, the entrance to this one has actually been backfilled.
With broken glass in there as well. Lovely.
Probably just general
Waste.
some stuff off the site. There seems to be quite a bit of things that have been broken.
Yeah, I think you must be. I came down a bit harder than I wanted to.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I'll be a bit bruised. Maybe a sprain here or
Yeah,
there.
missed that. Right, folks. Let's make our way down. There a moment.
It's easy to get it out.
Yeah.
Could you put it away? It's on low.
Yeah, I was gonna look at last a bit longer, but the battery's been. He went from like looking like it was at 30% to like at 10%.
Yeah, just leave it like, oh, that's it. Yeah, leave it like
Oh,
that.
it was your about to die.
That's a shame.
Might just. No, that'll be it.
So, an engine room that's not flooded.
He gave me 1 second. I said 5 to 10 seconds, it gave me 1. Oh, my dad's like, it's alright though.
So here we've got, I think this is where the hydraulic pump was, because there's room for the motor and the pump here.
Yeah.
So it's probably motor, pump, and then the pipework went through those holes there.
I can see that, yeah, we can see that
And
there,
then
folks.
I think either the fuel tank up there, and then that's the fuel filling point. So last time I come down here, it smelled of diesel and oil, whereas now it's,
Done, does it?
no, it used to smell of oil down here. I think that was for the header tank.
Yeah,
For
that
the-
would- for the engine,
coolant,
for the
yeah,
coolant
engine
system.
Coolant header tank there. And then all the pipework, hydraulic pipework went out there.
Now, we would have also had a hydraulic tank as well.
Yeah, so that could have been possibly, I think that was the fuel tank.
We've got brackets there as well, haven't we? On that wall.
Yes, so that could have been the hydraulic tank.
Yeah, not as high as a fuel tank.
Yeah,
That would make sense.
controller on there maybe.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
where Pip is here, diesel engine.
Yeah, you can see.
And the bit above that, exhaust bracket there, right above you. Exhaust bracket
Yeah.
there. And then exhaust outlet there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then here, you'll be able to get in there with your camera and look up. You can look up inside the vent,
Oh, inside the vent
vent
itself.
that I showed you earlier.
Let's take off first. Oh yeah. Trying to fall back out of it. And that's the vent. Now the inside of that looks a bit black at the top.
Yeah,
I wonder if the exhaust went out there.
it might have done, yeah. Because if you look here, it looks like they've had a plate over with holes in it. So the exhaust
Yeah.
might have ran in there.
There'd have been 2 exhausts. There's been 2 engines.
2 engines.
There's 2 sort of cutouts in that.
Yeah, and brackets leading towards it.
Yeah.
So that pipework up here leading out that way.
Yeah, that would make sense. Now, those seats are actually quite vintage.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bench seats.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll be out of, but... What's that? Pipe.
Yeah, some random stuff down there.
There
Is
is.
that big track front end or something? A ball joint, huh?
That looks very much like a drag link from a steering box.
Wow.
Or something like that. And then you've got a quarter window off something. That thing there, that's actually, no, looks like a quarter window off a door.
What I'll do is I'll take it to the World War II site and I'll throw it in the engine room.
Yeah.
There's a big galv bucket there.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Oh, that is a big one.
What's
Yeah.
that galv bath?
It could be a bath. It won't be that long. Oh no. Depends where we put the handles. It'll be one either end, won't it? It could be.
Well, this is the engine room.
Feels a bit cleared out. You could get.
I am starting to get a bit of an oily smell.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, used to smell of oil in it.
Yeah.
But a couple of winters later.
Whatever's been on there's been heavy.
Yeah.
And it's good to see actually how far down we are now compared to the others that were flooded.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And obviously that hole there goes through to the gun placement.
And if it's like 2 meters of water, I'd have to be able to swim.
A brave person could climb through there, but I won't recommend it.
I'm going to come out with a really random fact here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that brick is actually out of a storage heater.
Could well be.
With it having the groove down it. I know this because I did scrap a load years ago, and that's the sort of bricks that were in them.
I know they're heavy. So, in the wood as well, things that have clipped to it.
Well, we'll have a lot of electric going out of this place, won't we? Hydraulics. No doubt some kind of communication, is there?
Yeah. Yeah. There's cabling up there.
Yeah.
There's little holes for.
And what was on that board? In fact, looking how it's got black on there, that has been painted round whatever travelled across there.
Yes.
So whatever it was actually quite a bunch of.
Yeah, it's come down the wall there.
Yeah.
So that bit of boxing's come off, and then I bet it went in there. Sort of cabling, maybe that went to. The electric cable went to the wall.
Yeah, it could be.
You can see where it went on each. Well, there's one where that metal fin is, and there's one in that corner. My phone's watching.
Don't know why we've got a car heater motor in here.
No.
And that goes into the gun emplacement.
Yeah. Looks a bit powerless and a bit wet.
See if I'm supposed to be able to go down. If I didn't have to go there, I would do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought watching it that bad. It does like.
Front source is pretty good nowadays.
Yeah.
They're not early, but similar.
There's something going up on those, well, where that metal fin is, you can see two little fingers and one, and going in that corner just move.
Yeah, you can almost imagine this fitted out.
Just because of how where the mark is that way and stuff.
I wonder what that was. That's got red paint around it.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I did stand on it, it's quite solid.
That's not in place, that's been moved.
Yeah, that's been.
Fire point maybe?
Could have been, yeah. And chucked it down here. Yeah, drums of foam. Drums of firefighting foam.
Hello, B.
Kind of reminds me of the fire hydrant sign. Now that was painted up.
Yeah.
Come on, B. You need to get your son outside, you're not looking so good. Come on, then.
So we'll see where
Come on.
it was bolted down to this plinth.
Hi. Oh, darling. How am I going to get myself prepared with a
With the V on your hand.
I've seen this get out. Something to do in the best for me to be. Where's the girl going?
Guess somebody's causing an avalanche.
You out, Pip? This is where you get muddy.
Right folks, let's see if we can get out of there.
Can I pass you that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm getting it a bit muddy. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, moving on.
Right. So there's one more battery over there to look at.
Right.
So there's command centres here. Oh, this is that concrete I was telling you about. You know, it looks like Rickard.
Oh, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, got the shape to it.
Yes.
It's like that runoff. So I think this was part of a bomb dump, a storage area for
That would make sense, that looks very much
for the.
unloading bay sort of.
So I'm just getting my bearings. So that's the command centre. We haven't been. Have we been over to that one?
I'm not sure.
I'm disorientated. Been to that one? Yeah, we have been to that one. Yeah.
So is it?
Just that one over there.
That, right.
Yeah.
Very easy to get disorientated in here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because we looked at that. Or did we look at that? Is that the same one? Yeah.
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 It's just that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we've looked at that one over there.
Have we looked at that one? We have, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what that was.
No.
Anode.
No, 56.
Anode number 56.
There's
Would you
a-
know, Andy?
Well, look, there's a
N-E
something W. There's more to it.
Anode.
Yeah.
So that is so NE.
Something W, and that's either R or B, and then could be name of place.
North East Lincolnshire waterboard.
So that's an anode to protect a tank.
Ah, right,
So
right.
put a sacrificial anode in it. Then this will be the pit above it. So you could take a lid off and you could change the anode, because the anode goes in the water and that corrodes instead of corroding the
Corroding the tank.
They call
Yes.
them a sacrificial anode.
Yeah.
And that is the old marker post for it.
Learn something new every day. I'm guessing some of these might be quite deep, the fact that they've got the steps on them.
I think they are, yeah. So I've got a Nissan hut. Well, this was part of what was the Nissan hut. Yeah.
So yeah, this would have been a crew room sort of setup, would it?
Yeah, little crew room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to have a toilet there, but this is totally demolished on this one. There's a little toilet there. And back through here, we'll have a look at the dump pit, see what's different. Got a waste galv sheeting.
So that is the engine and hydraulic room again.
Yeah. Very wet, this one.
Very
Quite
overgrown, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. See what I mean? How they're all different.
Yep, all very,
All got their own uniqueness.
they have. Yeah, yeah.
Like the top two bricks.
So it's a stop the light reflecting.
I wonder if it was. But have you noticed those bits must have been open with her, where she is now?
Yeah.
Because they haven't been painted.
No.
There's a bit of metal thing here.
It's the old hinge. There's one here as well. They've been cut off though, by the looks of it.
I wonder if they had like big leather flaps, big leather doors, so they could like fold it up. Because they'd be in the way, wouldn't they? If it was a big.
Yes,
So
there
if
would.
it was like a leather door, they could lift it up and hang it on top.
I did notice there were some brackets lower down, which looked like you'd hook it under and it'd.
Oh, so hook it down.
Like there was maybe a metal tube at the bottom, which would make sense if, like you say, it was a leather, because you'd have that in the.
Yeah.
No, I can't see any on this one.
Look, there's a.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of the rebar.
That's, yeah, well, that's kind of cool how it goes in.
Another one looks a bit squishy underfoot.
There's a tree going out of that one.
Yeah.
That's as big as the tree can get.
Well, it must go deep for it to root in.
Yeah, and there must be something for it to root into. I mean, it could be just a lot of water and mulch from all the leaves that have gone in there. That would make a good compost.
Yeah, compost bed. This is composting.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Using 50 years worth of leaves to mulch together.
1, 2, 3.
That. I feel like I did that now.
I mean, I keep risking it every time I do it, but one day it will result in serious injury, but until then I'll keep doing it. Right, so
Another backfilled one, is it?
Yeah, flooded.
And flooded.
I'm starting to think these drum things had something to do with the site, because there was one of these in the first one.
what is the little?
Yeah.
Why is there like a little?
It's a guttering. No, it'll be to stop the rainwater coming off the top.
And I'm pretty sure that that is for a luminaire, like you said.
It does look it.
Or a bell.
It looks like a bell
An
shape.
alarm bell.
It really does.
Yes,
If the
yes.
needle trip to something.
So yeah, if you went in there, you need to be swimming.
So this is the last engine room.
I'll just get my light.
And again, this one's flooded. Could be all sorts in that water.
Well,
Yeah.
little wheelie bins.
Yeah, we'll not be going in that one.
What was this on?
Oh, I'm not sure. What have we got?
Just round metal. What's this from the mud?
Pipe flange, maybe?
Could be, yeah. Off the one of the fittings, one of
Yeah.
the many fittings that would have been here. Looks like the room was on this side on this one, like our two pool rooms. There's the room on the basin. A little store.
Oh yeah.
Vented on there.
Looks like a lookout tower.
It does.
Quite look outside.
Yeah. Oh, we can kind of see around this one, can't we?
Yeah.
Let's take a look on the outside. All coming off now, innit?
Yeah, can you see where they've scraped the
Yeah.
for this so it had something to key into.
Fingerprints.
So someone's done that
Yeah.
in the 1940s. They've stuck the fingers in there.
Just really made it a little deeper then.
Yeah. There's something for the tar to key to.
Is it car or bitumen though?
I'm not up on tarology.
No, I'm not.
Maybe the taste's different. Maybe we should lick both tar and bitumen.
I'm not licking either of them. And that is the site here. In fact, we'll go around this way because I've never been there. Might find something new.
Really? Get off. Don't want me to go?
Oh, what is this? Trying to find your stick. What?
You can, yeah.
Someone else here tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Well folks, that's it for this location. Big thank you to Andy for bringing us here.
You're welcome.
And please check out his channel, ALW Research Team. Thanks for coming round with us, and until next time, see you soon.
Bye.